position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
And the Horned Frogs pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to the ground. Slithers into space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. On target over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he was able to catch it and go get the first.
The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go belly out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Clemson will send the punt team out.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. What do? You're set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Payne. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Payne. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clemson jumps to the line. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the knee stopped him at the 2. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, the defense is going to let this quarterback find his fullback as often as he wants. They're not worried about this guy hurting them out in the open field. They rally to him. They get a tackle for loss there.
The change now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off play action on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Beck. This time it's complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Takes a handoff. It's Davidson. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for... And he takes it in for a score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Back to pass on 2nd down. This time it's complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got it. It's a catch along the sideline. Didn't need much, but got enough. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. The official says no good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires downfield. It's caught. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's in open space downfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Beck. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Just keeps slinging it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the air on first down. Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Davidson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Takes a hit as he fires. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Working that left side now. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Using his legs, it's Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism better.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season. Consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the ground. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Clemson! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Got it in the middle, it's Payne. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is, my friend, getting the lead, having the lead in the fourth quarter. Nice.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Fires complete on the crosser. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Got his man downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
To the air on second down. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And if if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources.
Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Buys a little time with his feet. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
Get set.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Makes the catch. It's Davidson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Motion from the back. He'll take it himself. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the tailback. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.